Welcome to the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. It's game one of the Western Conference Finals between the Sacramento Kings and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks for joining us today, along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand. Sacramento's played so well in the first two rounds of these playoffs. Now it's the conference finals, and the competition is stiff as they get ready for game one, Jeff.
Evenly matched teams, when that happens, it's the little things that decide the games. It'll be important to see who executes those little things.
The Kings dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Sacramento Kings. The Timberwolves may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Minnesota Timberwolves can use some improvement in a few areas, but it's the transition defense that needs the most work. They're getting caught out of position and being exploited for it. They got taken advantage of early, giving up the most transition points in the first quarter.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. And here's a look at his stat line.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's an updated look at the playoff bracket. Mike and Jeff are ready to get started, so we send it back to them now. The Kings were merciless in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Sacramento Kings. The Timberwolves seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Defense.
The Sacramento Kings showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court. This segment wouldn't be complete without a look at the game stats.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. And here we have a look at the stats.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the playoff bracket. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.